Police reports are wrong all the time. I had a client who was hit by a car while crossing the street in a crosswalk. The police report blamed him for crossing against a light that didn't even exist at that intersection. We filed a quick FOIA request for the 911 audio, and the truth came out. I had another potential client who was scared to even call an attorney because he thought the police report would ruin his case. I had another client who didn't speak English well. The officer never bothered to interview him. He was blamed for the crash anyway. If you're in that situation, here's what you need to know. A police report has one real job in your case. It tells us the names and addresses of everyone involved. It helps us figure out where the crash happened, and it gives us the insurance information we need. That's it. Police reports don't come into evidence at trial. They're called hearsay, statements made out of court. The officer almost never witnessed the accident. The report is just a summary of what other people told them on the scene. So errors in the police report, usually not a big deal. Here's why. In the civil discovery process, we get all the evidence, not just what an officer collected in the first few minutes after a crash. We can find out a driver's blood alcohol content. We can interview witnesses under oath. We can pull surveillance footage, subpoena cell phone records, and even access the black box data from vehicles involved. And you get a chance to tell your story, not pumped full of adrenaline at the scene and not scared and confused in the back of an ambulance. A police report is just one part of the story. It is not the whole story. And one more thing, and this matters a lot. In Virginia and Maryland, if you were found even partially responsible for your own injuries, you can't recover anything, even if the other driver was 99% at fault. DC follows the same rule, except for vulnerable users like cyclists and pedestrians. If you're a cyclist or a pedestrian and you're less than 50% responsible, you can still recover. A police officer makes a split-second decision about who to cite and whether to cite them at all. They don't have all the evidence. We do, once we start building your case. So what should you do if the police report is wrong? If you're hurt, call a lawyer. Don't worry about the report. We'll handle it. But if you're not hurt and you're angry about the report says, you can contact the officer and ask for a correction. But be realistic. Officers are busy, and correcting a report they submitted is never usually a priority. My honest advice is to let it go. Focus your energy on your recovery or on advocating for safer streets. If you've been holding off calling an attorney because the police report isn't on your side, stop waiting. Send that report to me at allison@kitchellaw.com. We'll set up a time to talk about it. You may have a stronger case than you think.